wanneer we er zijn. Leg de bloemen maar.
Thank you.
How are you this morning?
Good. You?
I'm good.
Okay.
We are very pleased to have you here on this field of honor where 17 members of your regiment were buried. Your regiment went to Europe in the Second World War and took part in the Allied invasion of Sicily, the Italian campaign, the Battle of France, and the liberation of the Netherlands. Your regiment distinguished itself in the war by being awarded more battle honors than any other Canadian regiment. In the liberation of the eastern part of this country, your regiment had an important role. Your regiment liberated the palace of our queen at that time, Queen Wilhelmina het Loo, the palace you will visit this afternoon. Today you are here to remember and pay respect for those brave men who gave their life for our freedom. For a people they didn't know, but their goal was to bring peace and democracy to an almost starving people. We in the Netherlands will never forget the sacrifice of the Canadians in the liberation of our country. 1 minute a year is all they ask. 1 minute of blood and gore. Thank the Lord you are here because they died in war. May I now introduce to you the burgomaster of the municipality Rijssen-Holten, Mr. Arco Hofland.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as the mayor of Rijssen-Holten, I'd like to address a word of welcome to you all. members of the Hastings and Prince Edward Regiment, and a special warm welcome for the Canadian veterans who played such an intensive and important role in the liberation of the Netherlands in World War II. We are very grateful to see you here all today. The Canadian War Cemetery is the last resting place of almost 1,400 Canadian soldiers who gave their lives for our freedom. You will understand that the Canadian people became very dear to us because of everything they did to our country all those years ago. Twice a year we have a meeting at the cemetery in which the school children of Holten play a large role. Every Christmas Eve they place candles on the graves, and of the 4th of May, our National Day of Remembrance, they put flowers on the graves. Only very recently, on September 2nd, the new information center next to the cemetery was officially opened by Her Royal Highness Princess Margriet, who, as you might know, was born in Canada in 1943, and her husband, Mr. Peter van Vollenhoven. You will meet Princess Margriet today. The information center has a wealth of data not only about the Canadian part of the liberation of our country, but also a treasured trove of information on the lives of the Canadian soldiers buried at this cemetery. I hope you have a bit time left to visit the center. Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored that even so many years after the war, so many of you visit Holten time and time again. We'll hope you'll be back again. I'm honored today to give a special medal to 2 Canadian veterans. I will ask Mr. Robert Wickman and Don Pesselman to come forward, please. Maybe I can address to the children in Dutch for a few words. Jongens en meisjes, ik vind het heel erg fijn dat jullie hier zijn en dat we met jullie ook vandaag deze bijzondere dag mogen beleven. We staan bij graven van jonge soldaten die in de Tweede Wereldoorlog hun leven hebben gegeven, zodat wij in vrijheid kunnen leven. En het is mooi omdat met de schoolkinderen dat iedere keer ook weer opnieuw te beleven, zodat we weten wat vrijheid betekent in ons land. Deze 2 mensen waren erbij toen de Tweede Wereldoorlog hier tot een einde kwam. Deze 2 mensen wil ik vandaag een speciale medaille overhandigen. De medal 2011, de medaille van 2011. Special medal 2011. I can't open it. Always.
We have a certificate of appreciation to the citizens of Holten, to the school children who have assisted us. Please present the certificate. We also have for you one of our regimental coins commemorating this trip for you personally. Thank you very much for joining us here today.
As the commanding officer of the Hastings and Prince Edward Regiment today, it's an incredible honor to be here at Holten with children and the citizens of the community, and to have this ceremony on such an incredibly beautiful day. I thank everybody for being here to be part of it.
We'd also like to present some little tokens of appreciation to those who have helped us today. And the first one I'd like to give, Pipe Major, if you would come forward, please. The Pipe Major is the Pipe Major of the 48th Highlanders of Holland Band. And I have a soft spot for that, having been an officer in the 48th Highlanders of Canada when I first began my military career. So it's always a grumming and adding so much to our ceremony.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And could I have our bugler come forward, please? Copy of our regimental mascot and the book on the significance. I also have a regimental coin for you, but so thank you so much for coming. Thank you. It made a tremendous difference to our ceremony. Thank you. Now we have another certificate of appreciation, especially for the school, for them to hang in their school, hopefully. So I would ask their teacher to come forward, please, and accept this certificate. Stand over here. The last item I have, or sorry, second last item that we have, is standing behind me. Mr. Jerry Van Holt played an important role in having this ceremony happen, so I also have a copy of the regimental mascot for Mr. Van Holt. Thank you so much for all your help. You've made a huge difference.
Thank you.
Thank you. I almost forgot one, but since this is the Netherlands, and we all know how much the Dutch love their flowers, it wouldn't be appropriate to end the ceremony without at least one presentation of flowers. And to the teacher of the class, Ms. Manuela Dominguez, is a bouquet of flowers for you. Now, have I forgotten any presentations to be done? Because when we break, I don't want to be anybody coming up to me and saying that I forgot to do something. No? Okay. Jerry, I can tell you want the mic. Ladies and gentlemen, I said yesterday when we were at Groesbeck War Cemetery that I stood in that cemetery as a young man many, many years ago, more than I care to remember, and what an impact that it had on me and how it changed my life coming to the Netherlands and seeing that. And I can tell you that today has been another one of those experiences. This is an incredibly beautiful place. We owe the Dutch so much for looking after our soldiers in such an amazing and tremendous way. When you honor them, you honor Canada, and we appreciate that more than we can ever tell you. So thank you very much to all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. And our foundation, Welcome Again Veterans, will make a presentation too. You will get all the pin of the foundation who looks after the veterans who visit the Netherlands and offer them a week in private families. And the main important thing is a commemoration service here on this cemetery. Last year we had about 7,000 people here for the service, among them 2,000 veterans 85 till 94 years old and 800 Canadian students. And Princess Margaret was present last year on May 4th too. I wish you a very nice day in Apeldoorn, and I wish you a very good flight back to your beautiful country, Canada. God save Canada.
I did miss one incredibly important thing, and we have another person that I'd like to call up, and that's Police Inspector Goose Hartendorf to say a few words. And I will say that we do have a gift for Goose because of all the work that he's done to help us, but we're going to save that till tomorrow and make him work a little more before we give it to him.
Well, as last speaker, I can repeat a lot of things said before. Ladies and gentlemen, first I shall tell something to the Dutch children of the Prinses Ireneschool in Nijverdal, a place not far from here. Jongens en meisjes, hartelijk bedankt dat jullie er vandaag bij wilden zijn met jullie juf en wat ouders die jullie gereden hebben. Herdenken is heel belangrijk en daarom is het zo van groot belang dat jullie dit hebben kunnen meemaken en dat er op school over verteld wordt. En ja, de Tweede Wereldoorlog is natuurlijk een heel verschrikkelijke periode geweest in ons land, maar ook andere delen van Europa. En misschien dat jullie, als jullie wat groter zijn, op eigen kracht, eigen gelegenheid hier nog een nieuwe informatiecentrum toe kunnen om te kijken wat er hier allemaal in de omgeving is gebeurd. Ik heb het gisteren even vlug kunnen bekijken, er zijn een heleboel filmpjes en nou, daar kan je zien hoe de soldaten hier, waarvan de 2 nog hier zijn, hier hebben gevochten. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is greatly indebted to the Allies because of their efforts made to get freedom in a large part of Europe. Also, a lot of Dutch soldiers and citizens gave their lives for this. I respect all those brave people who left all they had to help in cities they have never been before and fought for our freedom. Places like Holten and Groesbeek, where you was yesterday, show that freedom and peace are a very valuable thing that has to be guaranteed now and in the future. The soldiers buried over here have done exactly what they needed to do and what they were asked to do. Like I said before, a lot of times history should not repeat. We have to make that sure. It is our obligation to the people we remember here today. We shall not make no bones about when injustice occurs, but we have to choose for freedom and take the responsibility every day of our life. That's the goal of the young people of your regiment. Peace and freedom for everybody, all over the world. We shall not abandon the men and women who fight for freedom, democracy and civil rights all over the world. Finally, freedom is invisible. No dictator can forever resist the wish for freedom. We have seen this year in North Africa. Remembering is important. No knowledge of history may cause new problems. It is therefore important that schools will take responsibility. This includes memorials and ceremonies like this. I am pleased that also some children are present to learn about the past. Everybody has his own story and his own life. But we have also shared values like freedom, rights and democracy. These are the principles of life, war to defend, and thank you for that.
That brings us to the end of our ceremony. So thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, all of you for coming. And children, thank you so much for adding such a big part of our ceremony. You've been great, and we really are happy that you were here. For those of you in the Canadian group, it is now, by my watch, 10 after 9. Please ensure you're on the bus by 9:45. 10 after 10? Well, whatever. My watch says 10 after 9. Obviously it hasn't been changed since another country. So please be on the bus by 10:45. Thank you.